I don't know how much you guys can see this, but I'm wearing a Miss Pandaria shirt. Not Kung Fu Panda, Miss Pandaria, though they're pandas who do martial arts, so I could see how you could make that, mistake. Anyway, we're getting news on it and it's coming out, so I thought I'd wear this as a little kind of, yay, new expansion! And this is WoW, or World of Warcraft, and if you don't know what any of those things are, welcome to my vlogs.
Where the sexy robot party, everybody's disco dancing. Where the sexy robot party, everybody's disco dancing.
I don't know how much you guys can see this, but I'm wearing a Miss Pandaria shirt. Not Kung Fu Panda, Miss Pandaria, though they're pandas who do martial arts, so I could see how you could make that, mistake. Anyway, we're getting news on it and it's coming out, so I thought I'd wear this as a little kind of, yay, new expansion! And this is WoW, or World of Warcraft, and if you don't know what any of those things are, welcome to my vlogs. So, today's topic is books, and we kind of left it a little open just so we could kind of talk about kind of whatever related to books you wanted to do. I tend to have at least one or two books on the go at any given time, but I find I go through phases where I kind of force myself to read a book, where I'm kind of interested in reading a book, where I'm reading a book that I've kind of read a few times before that maybe is just kind of comfort food for me, and those are what I tend to read a lot of these days. I get to the end of the night and I just feel like reading something kind of comfortable, kind of easy. So a lot of what I read for my kind of comfort food reading, so to speak, is Terry Pratchett. So this guy right here, see? This is one of the, well, I have a lot of his books in physical copy because most of them I got into before the electronic days, but this one was the more recent one that actually, this was shipped to me by my dear friend Lisa in the UK because it was available in the UK like a month beforehand, and I cannot wait that long to read a new Terry Pratchett. So Terry does a lot of books, but his main series is the Discworld series, which takes place on a disc on the back of 4 elephants on the back of a giant turtle floating through space. So it's a little odd, as you might imagine from that description. It deals with a kind of fantasy world, much like our own, but distinctly, there's magic, there's dwarves, there's trolls, there's eventually orcs and goblins and things like that, and wizards and whatnot. But there's a lot of parallels. For there's an Egypt, there's a Christianity, there is a rock music, opera, just a lot of really neat stuff. And he covers a lot of these topics really well. He talks about kind of the motion picture business, the newspaper business, the post office, the currency or banking business. Taxes is one he wants to talk about, kind of race relations, ancient grudges, and all in just a really fun and kind of interesting way. I mean, you get to, the characters you fall in love with often are the ones that you never expected to, the ones who you wouldn't in a movie, but in the book you find you end up just loving them. So I could go on for months about Terry Pratchett's books, but what I'll say is, couple to check out if you're curious and have piqued your interest. Guards, it's guards, comma, guards, or Weird Sisters with a Y instead of an EI in weird. Those are both really great places to get started on his works. He kind of tends to write a bunch of kind of mini-series within the overarching series, so there's, 5 or 6 books that focus on the Ankh-Morpork City Guards, and they're kind of spread out a bit, and then a few that focus on the Witches of Lancre, and they're kind of spread out a bit. So you don't need to read anything really in order, but I would highly recommend it. They're great books, so much fun, and for me they're really my comfort food reading. I can read them over and over and over again and never get tired of them. And they do tend to challenge me a bit, don't get me wrong, but they're what I tend to kind of go to when I'm just feeling like just chilling out a little bit. Anyway, that's about it for me, guys, today. I'll kind of try and keep it short, though I'm still running longer than probably most of the other folks do. So, see you guys next time.